So I received the NIV Student Bible in exchange for a review, but all of these thoughts are my own. This one has a hardcover. Without the plastic sleeve, this is what it looks like. Just real simple. Of course, it has a table of contents, has a few reading plans there at the beginning, an overview of the Old Testament and of the New Testament, but let's get into the Bible itself. At the beginning of each book of the Bible, there's an overview, and I think it does a good job connecting with students. It doesn't dumb anything down, but shares some good stories, helps you to connect some dots, and gives you some important things to know along the way. It is the NIV, so if you're familiar with that translation, you'll like this one just fine. Genesis 1:1, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Very familiar, of course. At the bottom of most pages, you'll find some commentary. That can certainly be helpful in studying the Bible, digging a little bit deeper. This Bible utilizes a very familiar 2-column layout for the text, and then 1-column layout for the commentary. The Bible's laid out really easy to read, gives you tidbits along the way, helps you to study a little more in depth. I'd say they were definitely not afraid of trying new things as far as the layout. Has some interesting design elements just to kind of break things up a little bit. Every once in a while you find kind of like papers throughout the Bible, explaining things a little more in depth, going into detail on various subjects. Definitely useful for students, people seeking to grow in their knowledge of the Bible. Here's John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. And of course, that's a good translation. It's the NIV. It also has lots of cross-references throughout the Bible. Those can certainly be useful. Then at the end of the Bible, you have a glossary of people and places. Can help you learn various things about various people. These are not people that are found in the Bible, but as it says, these are people that are referenced in the introductions, insights, and guided tours and highlights along the way. You'll also find some well-known events, overview of the ministry of Jesus. Here's an outline of Old Testament history. And you have several pages of study helps. And finally, some maps at the end. Those can really help you picture where things take place. One thing that's really neat about this Bible is it has something called the guided tour. And if you read these throughout the whole Bible, it really gives you a good understanding of the Bible's message as a whole. So it starts there in Genesis 1 and goes all the way through Revelation 21. It doesn't cover every chapter of the Bible, but it does hit all the major themes along the way, which is kind of the goal. So I think it's a good Bible. It's the NIV, certainly a good translation. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of students. I recommend it.
There's a link in the description. If you order through that, I get a small commission. I would greatly appreciate it.